Hi there, Lucy here for the Scrapbook Cottage. And right now I am going to make an 8.5 by 8.5 folio. I've chosen to use Christmas paper. Christmas is coming up, but you know what? You can make it with any paper you wish. And if you've bought the kit, you have everything you need to make it. So I'm going to go through what it looks like first, so you have an idea of where I put pages or where I put pattern paper, etc. So I closed it up with ribbon. So I put the ribbon on the back and on this front page. Open it up. You have a pocket here. Open this side up and there's another pocket. In the middle, two places for 4x6 pictures, two more for 4x6, and a pocket. On the bottom here, we have a pocket. Now, there's nothing stopping you from putting pictures here. Okay, the next flap here has a pocket as well. Again, you could put pictures here and definitely put pictures here. Two 4x6s on that page and two more 4x6s here. And then the very back of the album, I made another pocket with some tags and put pictures on the back here. And the pocket. And that is it. It's a very quick and simple album. Again, we don't all have lots of time to do it, but if you have, I don't know, maybe a Christmas concert or a winter concert that you want to document. This probably isn't big enough for a big holiday, but just a little get-together perhaps with girlfriends. So let's get started making it. In your kit, you have a paper that says number 1. I want to make sure I'm in the right. There. It says number 1. That is the back of the album, and we're not going to do anything to it right now. So we'll just set it aside. Get my scoreboard. And the next one in your pile is A. It's a big, almost square one. And so on the 9-inch, now when I say on 9, score at, I mean 9 inches on top. And you're going to score at 1/2 and at 7/8. Okay. Set that one aside. The one that says B, it's also looks pretty square. And on 8.5, now that's 8 1/4, so on 8.5, we're going to score at 1/2. And we have C on 6.5, whoop, not on that one. So on 6.5, we are going to score at 1/2. D on 4.5, so 4.5 on top, we're going to score at 1/2. E on 6 on top, we're going to score at 1/2. Lots of halves. F, we're going to score on 4.5. Sorry, at 1/2 and at 3/4. Okay. G, there's 2 of them, and you're probably going to guess they're pockets. So we're going to score on the long side at 1/2 and at 8 3/4, because it's 9 1/4, so 1/2 of that. And then on the one long end at 1/2. Okay, So this is the same, a half, 8 3/4, and then a half. H, we have 4 of them. And we're gonna score, again, they're pockets, so we're gonna score at a half. And it's 9 1/4, so 8 3/4, and a half. We're going to do that with all 4 of them. Half, half, and half. Lots of pockets for this little guy. And the last piece is labeled I, and it also is a pocket. Half, 8 1/2, and a half. And we are finished scoring. Okay, I'm going to leave that number 1 alone, and we are going to tape, fold, miter all of these. Now, if there's 2 score lines, you always want to put your tape on the one that's the closest out, okay? So we're gonna just tape all of these. I really believe I'm gonna run out of tape. I have to hope that I have some 7mm somewhere here. Pretty easy. We're just doing the same thing for all of them. 2 score lines on this one. Again, we're going to do it on the one that's the 1/2 inch, or the one that's outside. When we get to the pockets, we're going to put tape just up to the square of the corner. Okay, we don't need to put anything on the corner because it's going to get cut off anyway, so may as well save that little bit of tape that we can possibly keep. So there are a lot of these. I love to use Suquang. I think it's neater, it's cleaner, and you know, we have books in the store, albums in the store that are at least 5 years old. I have some at home here that are 11 years old. My grandkids look through them at the store. Like, I'm sure, you know, how many customers have looked through them. And they look like new. They're not falling apart. So I swear by Suquang until I know different. I will keep using it. Uh-oh, there, I'm done. I knew I was gonna. Do I have some 7mm? Not there. Oh no. I have 12. I have lots of 7s, so I guess I'm gonna have to use 7. It's a little thin. You're gonna see it's a little bit thinner, but what I've got. It's not the end of the world. These pockets they're not gonna have a lot of wear. So if it was the outside of the book, I might say, eesh. But pockets are fine. This is a folio, so there's no hinge. It's just pages put together. All right, now what we're going to do to all of them is we are going to miter. Miter means cutting off this little piece here from your score line, in this case the furthest out score line to outside. Okay, there's only one score line. It's from the score line out. It might be easier to do it from the back. It's whatever seems easiest for you. Okay. And again, there's two score lines only from the furthest one out. Okay, when we get to the pockets, we're gonna for sure miter at the top, and then at the bottom we're gonna cut off through the X. So you're gonna make you're gonna cut it off through the X of the score. Okay, so right through the X of the score. We don't need all that paper in there. It's too bulky. Two more. There we go. Okay, now we're going to fold and burnish everything. And here's my, here it is. Okay, so we're gonna fold. I always fold with the paper down away from me. Come on, there we go. If you burnish on the tape, it might kind of ripple and look like bacon. You know how cooked bacon looks like? That could happen. So I like to just do it on the back on the paper. Has two score lines. We want to fold and burnish both. Oh, ooh. Hit a nerve in my thumb. These are wee little pockets. They're not very deep. Lots of pockets. All right, got all our pockets done. Okay, so we're going to start with our number 1 in the center, and we're going to take our A and we're going to attach A to the top of number 1. So to the top up here, it's going to go right there. Okay, so we have number 1. We're going to take A and we're going to adhere it to the top of number 1. So okay, there's A. We're going to take B and we're going to put it to the bottom. We're going to attach it to the bottom of number 1. So it's going to go right here. A little bit off, I think. That's okay. Okay, there's B. We're going to take C, which is this one, and we're going to attach it to the bottom of B when closed. So it's closed, so we're going to attach it here on B. So nice and straight, I hope. There we go. And there's C. D, a little bit less, and it goes to on the bottom of C when closed. So C is here. We're going to put D on top of it. Again, we're going to try to have it straight with the others. Okay, that's D. E is right here. That we're going to attach it to the left side of number 1. So we're going to open all these up and we're going to attach it here. Okay, these are going to, when it's in, they'll all go inside. Okay, so open it up. We're going to attach it to the left side. Okay. Okay, there's E. F. We are going to attach F to the right-hand side. Okay, we have E and F in. Okay, we're going to close these and we're going to take G, and I think there's what? How many G's? We had 2 G's. We're going to put 1 at the bottom of C. Okay, so we're going to put 1 here at the bottom of C. It's a pocket. I don't like all this glue or the tape that's on the outside here. Let's see if I can get rid of some of it. And I'm going to put it just on top of the score line. And take the sides off. Oh, there's another Jeep. Where were we putting it? Let's go back. Bottom of C is a pocket. There's two of them. So, well, let's just leave it for now. We're taking H, and there were 4 of those H's. So we're going to put one at the bottom of A. Bottom of A, right here. It's going to go there. Actually, bottom of A when it's open. Okay, so we're going to put it here. Just, there's not, yeah. So I'm going to put it at the bottom of A when it's open. I'm going to pull it to myself here. And we're going to close it. Okay, the bottom of D. So we put it on the bottom of A, bottom of D, right here, like this. There we go. And take these off. And close them. Okay. And we are going to put H. Aha. Do we have a, oh no, this is another H. To the inside of E. Okay, which one was E? Here. So we're going to put it here. Inside. I have labeled all of your parts, so you will know which ones are which. And I suggest that if you make this again when you're cutting, label them all as well, because it just makes life easier when you're putting it together. Okay. All right. And where does the other H go? On F. Okay, on the inside of F. Right side on E, left side on F. Right, okay. Okay, there we go. I'm just gonna put it like this so I can see a little better. Now this one had that extra little gusset, so don't put it on that gusset. Put it inside the gusset, okay? Like, make sure that you're on the, hey, come on, I don't want you there. Sorry, I've got my head in the way, don't I? Let's get my hair out of the way. Okay. right. Okay, we've got all our H's in now. We have one left, and that's I. And we have to put I on the bottom of number 1. So let's find out. Okay, this is our side, bottom of number 1, right here. Go. Put it nicely tucked in here. I still got an H that I don't know if I made too many H's. We'll find out here in a second. Okay, so let's take a look. H on the bottom of A. H on the bottom of A, right here. Okay, and the bottom of D, right here. And H to the inside of E and the inside of F. I guess I have an extra one. Okay, because I don't think, is there a... Yep, I think we've got her done. Okay, we're always going to put A because we have that extra gusset. We're going to put A there, and we're going to... Now, why is E not tucking in? It should tuck in. Oh, I forgot to make a gusset for my E. So I'm going to have to take that apart. Sorry about that. But I can now introduce you to undo. Beautiful stuff. You're going to put the lip underneath here. It's going to take the glue right off. And it doesn't stain the paper. It doesn't wreck the glue. The glue will still be good. Okay. Now we have to take this off, don't we? Okay. So I'm going to take this off again. The undo won't damage anything. Have to take this up a little bit. There we go. I don't need that. Now I can just take this up. There. Okay, now, did my E say... No, it didn't. So, could you please add on E, where it says score at a half, score, just a minute, E, yeah, it says score and a half, score at a half and 3/4. Okay, a half and 3/4. That is going to give us our gusset. So now I'm going to put my E back in. And the tape is still perfectly good. Okay, just want to make sure that I've got it. Oh, I've got to have this out. There we go. There we go. Okay. It's going to stick. This, don't worry, we're going to have the pocket on there. Here's my pocket. Now we're not going to put the pocket over top of that gusset. We're going to put it just beside it. There. We're back to, might need a little bit of glue on that corner. But here we go. So now this goes in, that goes there. This goes in, and now this sits nicely. I would put the, your ribbon is going to go on here. What I do is I put a piece of suquang now before you put your pretty paper, and a piece here. Put your ribbon so you could close it. There isn't quite enough closure here to use magnets. Okay, so I'm sorry about that little episode where I made a mistake, but please make sure for E on your instructions that you put in and 3/4. Okay, that's it for this little album. It didn't take long at all. So I hope you enjoy making it, and thanks for joining me. Bye now.